Today we're going to take a quick look at some of the features provided by the Crestwood support portal. The first thing that we'll notice is on the login page, we have some basic information that is required in order for you to log in and begin using the actual support portal. The two bits of information that are needed are both a username and a password. The username information is your default email address that is specified within the Crestwood system. If you need assistance looking this up, you can contact support at support.crestwood.com. Once we have entered our email address, obviously we need to also enter our password. Again, this information by default will be provided to you by the Crestwood support team. Once we have that information, we can enter it and log into the support portal. The support portal itself offers some basic information as a customer. We have the capability by clicking on our name in the upper right-hand corner to be able to do a few things. We can see our basic profile information, which contains our first and last name, email address, phone number, mobile phone number, and then any additional address information as well as the company name. This information can be changed by the user anytime that it needs to be updated. We also have the capability of changing our password. This is always recommended, especially after the first login, to adjust the support portal's interface and password to your own preferences. Once we have that information updated, if we go back to the actual portal itself, we will see that there's two bits of information available to us. We can both view current cases and or past cases that have been entered, as well as submit new cases to the Crestwood portal. If we take a look at the View Current Case option, by default we can see that the window that is displayed is showing us any current or active cases that are open for my company. By selecting this drop-down, I see multiple options that are available to me. If I look at all cases, for example, I see both new and closed cases that have been entered. In this situation, we have one other case that has been created on the Crestwood portal. We can see the basic information of our case number, what the priority was specified as, a basic status of what the case was or where the case is currently, when it was created, the title, and the owner information. The owner information for all items entered from the Crestwood portal currently shows Dynamics Portal. This is an identifier to help us show that this information was entered on the Crestwood portal or if it was entered by one of the Crestwood support staff. If we double click on any one of the existing cases, we see additional information listed underneath this. We see both the current or initial entry as well as a response from one of the support staff. By clicking on the plus sign, we can see additional information. In this case, this is simply the subject of the case, as well as a comment or the detailed description that was entered. This is true for all comments or activity information that is shown. As we can see, our Crestwood support staff identified that this was just a test case, so therefore they closed the case out. At any point in time for both new and or closed or past cases, we can add additional comments to the case by clicking the Add Comment button. This information is a basic input that allows us to enter comments. We also have the capability of attaching files that might be beneficial for support to be able to isolate and troubleshoot what the problem is. Support as well can provide files back to us in order to help isolate and resolve our issues. Once I enter my comment and note, I click the Submit button. I will receive a pop-up notification saying that the note has been created, and then I will see that the information is available here. In this situation, the new note that I entered showed up twice. That is because of the way I clicked on the Submit buttons. Looking at the note, I can see the additional information that was entered. I can also see that I entered this note at 8:06 a.m. on January 11th. Additional information will be shown here based off of the number of cases and entries you have. We also have the capability of searching for keywords within the case. Maybe we're not sure what the case number is, or maybe we know the case number, but we have several of them on the list. We can use the search functionality in order to find this. We can also sort by each one of these column headers in order to help isolate exactly which case it is that we want to look at. And obviously, if we have more than what the listed entries to show is, we have a pagination feature that will help us navigate through the pages. In order to create a new case, we use the Submit New Case option. Under here, we ask for some basic information to help you submit the case to support and support to identify the correct resources to help resolve this. Under Account, this will be our basic account information. If you as a portal user or a support user has access to several accounts, multiple items will show here. It is important to select the correct company name in order for us to direct the information accordingly. The priority level is a basic listing of how critical it is that this support case be identified. The default that we have is normal. The next selection that we are asked to enter is what software type we are having a problem with. If we look at the list, there is several predefined items that we have here. In this case, we're going to say that it is a Windows related issue. Once we select our software type, an issue area window will appear. This will help us to be able to isolate down farther the specific version or area within our software that we're having problems with. We're asked to give a basic summary information of what the problem is. And I was also asked to enter some detail information. Again, we also have the capability of uploading files to help support isolate this. This could be screenshots, log files, or any other information that is pertinent to this particular case. Once I have my information entered, I simply click on the Submit button. I will receive a notification that my case has been successfully created, as well as the case number that is assigned to this particular item. Once the case has been submitted, it is routed to the Crestwood support team for identification of the best resource, and further follow-up is taken from there. As soon as I submit my new case, if I go back and look at the actual case progress window, I can see that the new case has been entered and created, and I now have the capability of tracking this from the actual support portal itself. Now, one thing to note when using the Crestwood support portal is all cases that have been created for myself or for a specific company will show here. Cases that were created before the service portal came online will show, however, there is very little note details that follow underneath it. If you wish to have more information on a specific case, please contact Crestwood support and they can supply that. Once I log off of the case or this portal system, I am automatically redirected back to the Crestwood main page. In order to access the Crestwood support system, the URL that you wish to use is http://support.crestwood.com. If you have any questions or concerns or would like to request additional information, please contact the support team at support@crestwood.com for further updates. Thank you.